Hello, welcome to Wildcat Insider, your source for stories from grades 7, 8, and 9. I am your host, Emma Urich. French students have been participating in Music Mania during the month of March. Here is Jamie Huff with the details.
During the month of March, the French Club has been participating with over 1,700 schools all over the world in the Mania Musicale des Mars. They've created brackets choosing between French songs and deciding which ones they think will advance to the next bracket. This is a great way of learning language, culture, and community building around the world. We're able to get some participants to tell us what their favorite part is in their favorite song.
My favorite part of Mania Musical is probably the singers. The singers are so cool. And my favorite song in Mania Musical is Tahiti.
My favorite part from Mania Musical was listening to how French songs were different from our songs. My favorite song was Tahiti.
My favorite part was just being able to hear the music from a different country.
My favorite part was hearing the music as well. Our favorite song was Merci.
Winter Guard is a fun new activity that will be available for junior high students. Reporter Sydney Tchaikovsky spoke to Mrs. Pellegrino and shares what the team is all about.
Winter Guard is fun, athletic, and competitive. Want to know more? Here are the basics.
For both the fall and the winter guard programs, color guard programs, students can expect to learn our color guard skills. So that would be on our equipment with flags and rifles. And there's also the element of dance or movement with both the equipment and without the equipment. But I would say more importantly, students can just expect to be a part of a team and have this sense of belonging. And I feel like the skills that you develop from being a part of the group in that way are more valuable than any of the color guard skills that you'll learn along the way.
Our organization is always looking for new members, so here's how you join.
So current 8th graders who will be moving up to 9th grade next year should be looking out for some information from our marching band director, Mr. Sheridan, in the upcoming months. I'm going to assume April, and they would be able to join the fall color guard, and after participating in that fall color guard season, then they would be able to audition for our senior high winter guard group. Current 7th graders who are moving up to 8th grade next year will have an opportunity to join our junior high winter guard team. We tried to start something this year, but with everything going on, it just didn't work out. So next year we're going to get that team up and running, and current 7th graders can either reach out to me by emailing me or just look out for some information next fall.
Everyone's welcome in the group, so here's why you should join.
I think students should join the color guard, especially the fall color guard, for the fun. I mean, it's a really fun activity. It's also an activity where if you haven't found your place to fit in, this is the place to fit in. You're going to find that sense of belonging. You're going to make new friendships, especially as you're moving into the senior high. And in addition to all of those things, when you join the Winter Guard program, there's also the competitive element, which just brings a new level of excitement and work ethic.
Don't forget to participate in the annual junior high food drive. It runs now through March 31st. You can drop off your non-perishable boxed and canned foods and grocery store gift cards each day from 7 to 7:35 in the junior high cafeteria. This annual tradition helps families in Westmoreland County. The custom face mask contest results are finally in. Here is Belle Blasi with the winner.
Congratulations to Bridget Dean for winning the mask competition. You will receive your prize soon.
The custom face coverings were awesome. Great work, everyone. We have noticed a lot of cool masks around the school. Here is Lexi Weiser with some highlights. We have some very talented and creative students here at Latrobe. Reporter Miranda Perry spoke to some students about the work they are doing during Wildcat Time.
Students at the junior high have an opportunity to express themselves through art during Wildcat Time.
I made this, just felt like making it for fun. Just a dripping rainbow with a cookie. Because nothing really inspired me. I just went with the flow. Spontaneousness, that's pretty much it.
Today I have made a unicorn with a rainbow horn and rainbow hair. Honestly, I just felt really happy today, and I'm mad at COVID, honestly, so I decided to make something happy. I made a question mark, which represents my favorite band, Why Don't We? And I made it because I love their music.
So my religion comes from the Bible, and I just wanted to feel like doing it.
Be sure to sign up for art during your own Wildcat Time to make you in peace.
Have you ever considered taking photos? Do you want to up your Instagram game? Here's Tyler Weissel with some great photography tips.
One photography tip that will help you take better photos is to avoid camera shake. You want to keep your camera as steady as possible for your photo to not come out blurry or choppy. You also want to use the rule of thirds while taking your photo. You want to make sure you put the main things on the intersections of the boxes so the photo looks more appealing. You want your photo to include depth if you're taking a scenic photo, so try to capture depth by taking a wider shot. Another tip is to make sure your camera is focused during the shot, because if it's not, it will come out blurry.
We now go to Robert Long for our sports stories.
Thanks, Emma. With the good weather finally here, spring sports have started. Reporter Nick Stump talked to Coach Downey about expectations for the season.
COVID has caused many changes to sports, including baseball.
Well, it's been very difficult coaching with a mask on, as you can imagine. Getting my voice instructions out, I'm pretty muffled. Also even the kids having to wear masks while we're inside in the cages and stuff has definitely been an adjustment, but we're still getting the things done we need to get done.
The team will be facing some tough competition this season.
I'd have to say there's quite a few of them. I mean, McKeesport has some athletes usually, Gateway sometimes, Franklin Regional we're playing this year. They always have some good baseball teams. So there will be some competition. And Mount Pleasant even has been competitive against us. So we'll definitely have some tough matchups. But again, if we don't beat ourselves, we'll be right there.
The team has a lot of goals for the 2021 season.
My hopes for this season, well, I think we have a pretty competitive squad trying out. I think there's a lot of depth. So I think we'll be pretty successful. Ultimately, it's going to come down to how well we can pitch. We got to do a good job throwing strikes, but I think we can put out a pretty competitive lineup, and I think we'll be pretty good, actually.
The girls are back in action on the court. Reporter Gianna Lewis has an update on the junior high girls volleyball season.
The volleyball season is underway. I had a chance to talk to some of the girls. I asked 7th and 8th graders who they think their biggest competitor will be this year.
I think Penn Trafford. I also think Penn Trafford.
Hempfield.
I also asked the players what made their team special this year.
We've all worked together before this school year.
We're all really good friends, so it makes our team bond much better.
Good luck this season, girls.
It's time again for cheerleading tryouts. Here are the details.
Do you want to be a junior high cheerleader? Then come to the 2021-2022 junior high cheerleading tryouts on April 23rd, right after school in the Ox Gym. To see you there.
From football to hockey, there are so many different sports out there for people. This means many different teams. McKenna Marino asked students and staff to name their favorite sports team.
The Washington football team. The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Pittsburgh Penguins.
The Latrobe wrestling team. Stars of the West AAU team.
United States national tennis team.
Latrobe Wildcats.
Obviously, the Latrobe Wildcats.
The Pittsburgh Penguins. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they won the Super Bowl.
Pittsburgh Penguins, yeah.
Our favorite sports team, mine is the Boston Bruins.
U.S. women's soccer team.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Latrobe track team. Penn State.
Penn State.
Since March Madness is coming up, I asked students and staff who they think are going to win.
I think Gonzaga's gonna win.
I think West Virginia's gonna win.
Gonzaga's gonna win March Madness.
South Dakota State.
I think Michigan's going to win March Madness.
I think the winner of March Madness will be Gonzaga.
San Diego State.
San Diego State.
Definitely Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
I'm going to pick Gonzaga because I like their name.
St. Vincent. Seton Hill.
I think San Diego State's gonna win March Madness.
Baylor.
It should definitely be an exciting tournament. That's all for sports news. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks, Robert. Spring break is just around the corner. We go to Ella Bouleva for our spring and Easter stories.
Thanks, Emma. Spring is here, and whether it's the warm weather or the rainy days, everybody seems to be excited to bring in the new season. Daisha Thomas asked students what their favorite thing about spring is.
My favorite thing to do in spring is riding my bike.
My favorite thing to do in the spring is football practice.
My favorite thing to do for spring is probably slide in the mud.
In the spring, I like to play baseball.
It's probably just be outside and enjoy the nice weather.
Go to Colorado.
My favorite thing to do in the spring is go to Legion Keener.
My favorite thing to do in the spring is go to Legion Keener.
My favorite thing to do in spring is to take my dogs to the park and spend as much time as possible outside after a long, cold winter.
Thing to do in the spring is right after the ice goes off the lake is to get in my boat and fish for those hungry bass that haven't had anything to eat all winter long. It's great fun.
With the Easter season approaching, many people will be taking part in a classic Easter tradition, decorating Easter eggs. Emma came up with some creative Easter egg designs for this year.
With spring approaching, that means that the Easter holiday is also on its way. This holiday consists of many symbols such as bunnies, candy, and flowers. However, it also has something else, colorful Easter eggs. Here are some creative ways to decorate and design your Easter eggs this year. The first design is of a classic Easter symbol, a bunny. For this egg, I glued on 2 paper bunny ears and drew on a face. I then cut out a foam nose and attached it onto the egg. This bunny egg is simple to make and is very cute. The next idea is simple, but is very trendy and vibrant. It's a tie-dye egg. For these eggs, I simply used different colored Sharpie markers and colored the eggs in nice tie-dye patterns. The final design is the most complex, however it was very fun to make. It is of a delicious treat, ice cream. For this egg, I used different colors of paint to make a cone, the ice cream, and sprinkles. This egg was definitely my favorite. All 3 of these Easter egg designs were super fun to make. They were also great crafts for the springtime season.
Those were some amazing designs. Are you ready for a fun challenge? I asked students and teachers to compete in a fun egg and spoon race. Now let's take a look at how other countries celebrate the Easter holiday. Here is Belle Blasi with some Easter traditions from around the world.
We all know Easter in America. Easter baskets, pastel colors, and decorated eggs. Let's take a look at Easter in other places around the world. In Bermuda, citizens start the festivities with the Good Friday Kite Fest, where locals can fly their homemade kites. On Easter Sunday, Bermudans go to the sunrise services that are held on beaches around the island. In Italy, a cart full of fireworks is led through the streets by people in colorful costumes. The cart lights up, creating a huge firework display after Easter Mass. In Norway, Easter is a time to read crime novels. This started when a book publisher had promoted his new novel in the newspaper on Easter Sunday.
Ready for some more Easter facts? Kaylee Palmer took a look at some historical facts about Easter egg hunts.
The Easter egg hunt started in Germany, where the men would hide the eggs for the women and children to find. This was a nod to the story of the resurrection, in which the empty tomb was discovered by women. The egg itself was supposed to be known as a symbol of renewed life. The largest Easter egg hunt was held in Florida in 2007 with almost 10,000 children.
We love sharing fun holiday-themed treats with you. Here is Zoe Favato with a delicious spring-themed treat.
Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a colorful and tasty spring treat. The ingredients you will need are 1 bag of pretzel snaps, 1 pack of white chocolate melts, and 1 pack of M&Ms. First, place your pretzels out on a plate. Then, pour your chocolate melts into a bowl and microwave it for about 30 to 45 seconds. After your chocolate is completely melted, take a spoon and start putting the chocolate on top of the pretzels. Finally, place your M&Ms on top of the chocolate in a flower-like shape. And there you have a delicious and tasty spring treat.
Spring break means free time to spend with family and friends. Ben Stratton came up with some fun ideas about games to play with your family.
A traditional game to play over spring break is an Easter egg hunt. Another fun game that you can play is cornhole. If you meet up with some friends over break, a fun game to play is spike ball. Lastly, when a day is coming to an end, you can always play a good old-fashioned board game.
Spring is filled with many vibrant colors. AJ Bethke asked students what their favorite colors are.
My favorite color is blue.
My favorite color is purple.
Blue.
Green.
My favorite color is green.
My favorite color is black.
Aqua green.
Turquoise blue.
My favorite color is gray.
I hope everyone has a wonderful spring break. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks, Ella. Most people have a favorite celebrity or someone famous they look up to. Here is Charlotte Cope with some famous people who have a birthday during the month of March.
Jensen Ackles was born March 1st, 1978. He's an actor, singer, producer, and director. He starred in Supernatural and Resident Evil Afterlife. Rebel Wilson was born March 2nd, 1980. She's an actor, singer, comedian, writer, and producer. She starred in the Pitch Perfect series, Isn't It Romantic, and The Hustle. Ben Roethlisberger was born March 2nd, 1982. He's a football quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Camila Cabello was born March 3rd, 1997. She's a singer and songwriter. Some songs she has is Shameless, Senorita, and Havana. Sterling Knight was born March 5th, 1989. He's an actor, singer, and dancer. He starred in Starstruck and 17 Again.
We go now to Austin Henry for this day in history.
On this day in history, first Japanese kamikaze attack near Iwo Jima. Jonas Salk created the polio vaccine in Pittsburgh, PA. The first British Sunday newspaper appears.
Are you excited for any new movies and shows coming this year? Ava Lorenzi asked students what shows they are looking forward to this season.
I'm excited for Stranger Things Season 4.
And I'm excited for the new season of Big Mouth and American Horror Story.
Stranger Things.
So, one of my favorite movies of all time are Star Wars movies. Any single Star Wars movie, but especially Clone Wars.
Cobra Kai.
I'm excited about the new SpongeBob movie because of the song Agua by J Balvin, which is a Spanish song.
All American.
All American.
Stranger Things.
Cobra Kai.
The Pokemon game is celebrating its 25th anniversary. This is a classic game that many people enjoy playing. Here is Jesse Simonovich with a recap of the event.
The Pokemon 25th anniversary occurred last month on February 27th, and along with it came two different Pokemon events. The first of which is the Pokemon Presents held on the 26th, and the second is a short collaboration concert with Post Malone. In this video, I will only talk about the Pokemon Presents. You can find the concert on the Pokemon YouTube channel. The first game to be shown off was the soon-to-be-released new Pokemon Snap, which is a sequel to the original game on the Nintendo 64. The game takes place in the Lental region, where you will observe Pokemon in their natural habitats and capture photos of them. Secondly, we were told about events coming to the game's Pokemon Cafe Mix, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Masters. After that, the two largest announcements were shown off. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are remakes of the 2007 games Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which take place in the Sinnoh region. This game puts a much cuter style on the world of Sinnoh, looking similar to 2019's Link's Awakening. The community seems split with this game, as most people are excited about the fact we got Sinnoh remakes, but a lot of people do not like the art direction of the game. The second massive announcement was the spin-off, Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game seems to be taking a more open-world styled approach to the Pokemon series, all surrounding the god of all Pokemon, Arceus. We don't know much about the game yet, but people seem very excited. In closing, the Pokemon 25th anniversary has been quite good, if not a little small for such a big moment. I'm personally most excited for Pokemon Legends, but the Gen 4 remakes seem quite cool as well. We'll definitely bring lots of great games and events through 2021, especially for fans of the Sinnoh region.
As we wrap up our show and with scheduling underway, consider scheduling Foundations of Broadcast next year. Here is Gianna Lewis with what the course is about.
Attention 8th graders, once you create the Wildcat Insider next year, then schedule Foundations of Broadcast. Foundations of Broadcast provides an opportunity for students to explore broadcasting and video productions in a hands-on setting. You will have the opportunity to work in the senior high school TV studio to produce a variety of programming for the junior and senior high school audience, such as commercials, news stories, student interviews, and the Wildcat Insider. Learn how to record video and audio projects and how to edit using the Adobe Creative site. The class is a fun and creative outlet in your day.
I like taking this class because I enjoy getting the opportunity to work with the computer and edit.
I like being involved in the Wildcat Insider.
I like to film and provide entertainment.
I like this class because it's an opportunity to be creative.
Be sure to schedule Foundations of Broadcast during your freshman year.
Thanks for tuning into this edition of Wildcat Insider. We will see you for our next episode on April 23rd.